I'm having a day. Or I'm having a life. I don't know, man. I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm sitting outside work, crying my eyes out in my vehicle. Because I can't function anymore. Financially, I don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I make $34 an hour and I can't function. I can't function. I can't pay my bills. I can't even literally keep gas in my car to get to work 3 days a week because I can't afford it. Like, I get paid and it goes to car, mortgage, a couple little bills, and then maybe $80 in food for the week. And I literally only buy groceries when my daughter's home now. On the weeks that she goes with her dad, which is Monday to Monday, what I've started doing is I buy a loaf of rye bread, and I work really hard to keep that one loaf of rye bread lasting me the whole week, and I eat peanut butter. So I'll eat peanut butter toast whenever I'm hungry. And it's been fine. It's been working just fine. I'm good with that. That's fine. But last week, I guess I was a little extra hungry a couple days, so I had toast in the morning and toast in the evening, which that's not in my budget. So I ran out of bread on like the Thursday or even the Friday, I don't know. Either way, at 47, I had to see if my mother could buy me a loaf of bread so that I could eat for the weekend before my daughter got home. Because if there's any food in the house, I'm not fucking eating one bit of it. I'm saving everything I can for her. Because then she gets home and she's not surviving a fucking toast. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't understand why things are so hard right now. I apparently make too much money to receive any financial benefits or help of any kind. I don't get GST. I don't get like the grocery benefit for single parents, even though I'm a single parent, but I apparently make too much money. I can't reach out to certain resources or any resources because I make too much money. You're going to die when I tell you what I pay for a mortgage right now. $400 every 2 weeks. And I'm dying. I have to renew my mortgage for February. And I already know that my mortgage will be less, but my payments are going to be probably $400 more a month. I don't know how to budget that in. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to sell stuff on Marketplace. I'm trying to find stuff for a yard sale. You know, I feel like I take 1 step forward and 8 steps back. Like, I get pushed back 8 steps. Not that I take 1 step back. I'm just being forced to go back. My crawl space in my house right now literally has like 8 inches of water in it. And it has for months. And it's like filled with mold. And so all I've been doing for the last few days is going online trying to figure out how I could get a septic pump. And then if I can actually sell enough stuff to afford one, then I have to learn how to install it. What? I literally have to learn how to install it. Because I don't have any help. I don't have anybody.
Before I start this video, I would like to ask you a question. Is there any place in the world where life is better? Is there any place in the world where life is like the way it used to be before? Is there a place in the world people can move to? Because this is a question many people are asking on internet or asking their friends, asking everywhere where they should move to. Some have decided to move to Africa, others have decided to move to Asia, and others have decided to stay. To stay. Today, I brought you amazing stories from one of the beautiful countries. Man, this country is so beautiful. This country is one of the largest country in the world. This country is super amazing. It's the dream country to many people. Many people dream to live in this country. They spend much of money to go and study in that country. They spend a lot of money to come and live in this country. This country is none other than Canada. So we brought you stories from Canada about what's going on, how people are struggling. Canada is not Canada as it used to be. That's what people are saying. Would you agree with these people? You know, Canada still now is a dream country to many people. Yeah, if you tell an African that I'm taking you to Canada or any other person, many people are going to agree to come to Canada. But there are also people who live in Canada who are no longer interested in living there because life is not that easy. So without taking much of your time, I want to watch this video together. I will come back with my commentary, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. All the credits of these videos belongs to the creators.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely fucking drowning financially? As a single 29-year-old woman, I have 3 jobs, and I'm still fucking struggling, and I'm just getting myself farther and farther into credit card debt because I don't have enough after the first of the month to avoid using it. It just isn't working. Full-time job. Not doing it. Got a second job. It's barely doing it. The third job, hit or miss if I even get paid on time. I feel like I'm drowning, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if any industry is doing well right now. I used to be a server. I used to have all this cash every night whenever I would walk out with cash. And I don't have that anymore. And I don't even know if they're doing okay right now. Like, I have seriously considered quitting my full-time good job to go back to serving. Because at least I can just like use my personality and try to get more money than minimum wage or what an entry-level job pays people nowadays. It's fucking sick. I tried to call my mom. She didn't answer. I Snapchat my friends about this because I just needed a vent, but I just feel like I'm drowning. It's like, okay, do I just find a boyfriend so I can split everything with him? Like, sorry, like, I'm too stubborn, and I just want what I want, and I just can't do that or be that way. So yeah, friends, I might say no to your weddings. I might say, and I have said no to bachelorette parties, and I just fucking can't. But is it anyone else? Or am I just a dumb bitch with money? Because I used to not be. My credit used to be fucking phenomenal. Credit card bill, paid it all off every single time. It's not like that. It can't be like that anymore. Oh my God, this is so long. And do I know it's fucked up? I know it's fucked up. Okay. All right. This feels a little bit better. Feels a little bit better already, I'm not gonna lie. Just want to know if anyone else is like me right now, or if I'm just like the dumb bitch. Damn.
The main reason why we're leaving Canada after living here for 6 years is mainly because it's not worth it anymore for us to be away from our family and not being able to visit them as often as we would want to. because of the high cost of living and everything else around. When we moved here, it was extremely painful for our parents. I know it was, even though they were excited for us and were very supportive, but it was very painful for them to accept the fact that their kid is moving away pretty much forever and they will only be seeing them maybe once a year, maybe twice a year max. But they knew it's all going to be worth it because based on our qualifications and our brains, we could do more with what we have somewhere in a first world country that is so much more advanced. And for them to see right now how Canada is struggling and seeing on TV how Canadians born and raised here are crying and not really knowing how to cope with the expenses and with the prices and everything, and the fact that I have been waiting for a doctor's appointment for 9 months, and the fact that we cannot leave our noisy downtown apartment because the rent has gone up astronomically, and a few other major issues that are not really being solved at all. It kind of made us all wonder, why are we here now, and why don't we try to live the best years of our lives somewhere where at least you can be closer to your family and freaking have some sun. Canada is a great country and we will miss it a lot, but you gotta do what you gotta do for your own happiness, you know? And I'll be documenting my journey so I have all the memories here in one place.
The cost of living in Canada is sick. There is no more cost of living. There is only cost of surviving. My girlfriend and I met for coffees the other day and she owes a little bit of money to the government and she was crying to me, saying, I don't know what to do. I'm working 3 jobs. I'm a single mother. Like, I can't afford to live here anymore. So she had a call with the CRA and the CRA ripped her apart. They said it is unacceptable that you have not maxed out your credit cards to pay us. It is not acceptable that you are paying $1,000 a month in groceries for yourself and your 3 children. You need to cut back. So she said to them, you're telling me that you want me to take the food from my children's mouth to pay your greedy ass when it's your fault that fucking groceries are astronomically priced right now. We are all in this together. We are all suffering together. The cost of living is killing people. Families are falling apart. People don't get to see their children because they have to work 2, 3, 4 jobs. I need to let people know that there's another way. And I'm telling you, you need to start looking into the world of digital marketing, digital products, digital sales. These are all things that you can do at home. Make them at home, build them at home, implement it at home, start marketing it at home, and start making the money at home. Working your 9 to 5 is barely getting you by. You're never going to get ahead. But I'm telling you, you need to do something because this isn't going to get better. Watch what's going to happen in the housing market this year. Watch the price of groceries. Watch the price of gas. Like, we're not getting relief. This is not going away. So how are you going to get on top of it? What are you going to do to make sure that you and your family can survive? Fuck surviving. What are you going to do so that you and your family can thrive? Because it is possible. All you need to do is take the first step.
Something that will never leave my mind is how cheap it is to live over in Asia. Specifically countries like Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Philippines, all of them. So cheap. Like, I am talking $1 for a meal or less for like a good meal. And I mean like good food in between $1 to $3 a meal. Like, that is crazy to me. Since being home, it's something I've always kept in the back of my head. Like, holy smokes, like, how are we supposed to live in Canada? Especially Nova Scotia. I think I read somewhere the living wage is about $28 an hour, but the minimum wage here is like $15. Like, how does that make sense? If you left your Airbnb in the morning in Thailand with $20 Canadian to your name, you could have 3-4 meals, go on a jet ski, and fill your tank of gas all the way full and still have money left over. It's something I'll never get over. Can't wait to get back. Cheers.
If something is not done with the prices that keep going up in Canada, I will be on the street.
I will be literally on the street corner next week, panhandling, asking for some change. It's comical how our wages aren't going up, but the price of everything around us skyrocketing. And it's not near as bad in America as it is in Canada. It's 1,000% worse in Canada. Every aspect, we can't catch a break. Groceries are now like triple the price. I just saw a video on TikTok and this girl was like, isn't this expensive for what this is? And it was a vegetable platter, not even like expensive vegetables, literally carrots, some broccoli, some cucumber, a little cherry tomatoes. It was a decent sized platter, but it wasn't anything crazy. And that was being charged $45 for the platter. Over double the amount that would used to be. You know, like a normal platter like that probably would go for about $15 to $20. It's $2.50 for an apple. When you're weighing to get an apple, it's $2.50 per pound for an apple. I haven't gotten a facial in so long. And when I was in high school, I used to go to this facial place all the time and get, my skin cleaned out. It's been quite a few years since I've actually been to this facial place. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself to a facial. They used to charge me $50 before tax. And I just looked it up now. It was $89 before tax. They're not doing anything more magical. They're now charging me $40+ more for a facial. That's how much it's gone up. We have the most expensive gas prices in the world. We have the most expensive car insurance in the world. Every aspect where you would think maybe I could save some money, you can't save any money. And then on top of that, our rent is one of the most expensive in the world. We're paying millions and millions of dollars for the land. So you could have a broken down, running, rotting house that's falling apart with rats in it, and you'd be charged millions of dollars for this house just because of the land of it. That's how expensive it is to live in Canada. I'm talking about specifically Vancouver. I don't know if it's like this in other parts of Canada as much, but it is becoming insane. I'm saying if the prices keep going up and the wages aren't going to be going up, then how do you expect us to live? Where are we going to be living? How are people going to pay off their debt? If you have debt, you're basically just going to keep working to pay off the minimum of your debt. You're never going to be able to pay it off. It's not a way to live.
According to the stories we've seen, what I can say is that Canada is not Canada anymore. Yes, Canada was a paradise to many people. Canada, hey, my friend, Canada was Canada, Many people come from different parts of the world and move to Canada. Canada is beautiful country, beautiful cities, beautiful nature. Man, Canada is so beautiful. But nowadays, Canada is no longer giving what it used to give. Life has been so expensive. You have to know this. Even if you're planning to move to Canada, even if you're planning to go there, life is no longer like the way it used to be. That's why we bring us such stories. The cost of living in Canada is high standard. High standards. You need to do like 4-5 jobs to survive. It's not just living a good life, just surviving. You need to work hard to survive so that you could make something, you could buy your basic needs. You need to work hard. So the cost of living, especially in major cities like Toronto, Vancouver, it's high, super high. Housing, foods, and other essentials can be expensive also, yes. Maybe outside of those cities it might be cheaper, but if you live in the cities, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it because I'm just talking to, those people who works every day, those people who want to survive. They are working for their families, they cannot afford housing, they cannot afford food. Yeah, so you have to know that Canada, it's like that. It's not the way it used to be. People are moving out. People are going because there is nothing there. And then there is poverty and inequality. Yes, people might not say this, but there is poverty and inequality. That's the problem. Despite its wealth, I'm saying Canada has a significant poverty problem with millions of people living before the poverty line. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yes, people are fighting to go there. People they have desire to go to Canada, but man, there are people who are under poverty line. This can lead to social marginalization, poor health outcomes, and limited access to education and opportunities, man. It's very hard to get opportunity in Canada. So you have to know that. That is why life is so difficult. That is why many people are moving out. That is why people are just, they are tired, man. They are tired. They are tired. So you have to know this. Whoever planning to move to Canada, please put in quotation. You have to know this once you plan your move to Canada. Another thing is immigration and integration challenges. That is another issue in Canada. While Canada is known for its welcoming attitude, Canada is one of the welcoming country. Even Canadians are one of the best people. They are most welcome people. And uh, when it comes to immigration, Canada is very, man, they are very welcoming. So integration into Canadian society can be challenging for newcomers. You have to know this. So if you're a newcomer planning to go in that society, you have to know the challenges there. For the newcomers, the challenge is a lot. Language barrier, culture different, finding employment. Man, that's the major hassle. Yeah, it's a hassle. I know some of people who spend money to go there. So I'm not here to give you an advice. I'm here to give you what you're supposed to know so that you could advise before doing the move. I know some stories, some people who had good life. If I say good life, they have a better life, mostly in their own countries. So they migrate to Canada. Life become harder. Yes, life become hard. But it doesn't mean that there are also some people who are making it, man. Don't say that. There are people who are making it in big numbers. So some might be suffering, but others are getting money. They're working, they're getting some good money, but others, man, are suffering. So that is the type. So that is how life it is. So, man, it might be bad for you, it might be good for others. So you have to know. There is there is what you have to know, because Canada used to be one of the beautiful countries to move to, but nowadays you have to think twice before you move there. You've seen stories, you've seen people, they gave you the reality. So here we brought you the reality. There's no hidden truth. It's the reality. So you have to know what's going on before you decide your move. So that is how life in Canada is. Some people have moved already, some have started their investment in Africa, in other parts of the world. Some are still deciding to go, because they are not affording to live in Canada. So, man, what I can say to you, it's I wish you success in whatever your decision. I wish you success in whatever you want to do. It might be hard on your side, man, but maybe you might do a move and then things go well. So please try that thing. Let me tell you something. If your heart pushes you to do something, please just give a try. Give a try. You never know. That might be your turning point. That might be the point of, that might be the new beginning for you. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Let's catch up in the next episode. See you next time.